MVP to Code Zero Tech come in.
Code Zero Tech to MVP, copy.
Verified. What's going on, YouTube? It's your guy Lawrence, and we're gonna do something different. We're gonna call the channel MVP, Most Verified Phones. That's what you're gonna know me as, Most Verified Phones. Eventually, when I get a phone, I'm going to give it a verified approval. So let's talk about this Pixel 3 XL. I mean, out the box, it was a great feel. That soft touch glass that Google decided to put on the back of the phone. It was a nice feeling. Although, yes, according to sources and others, the phone is completely metal and glass. I don't know, to me it just felt like it was just, I don't know, the sides at first like had my attention. I'm like, oh man, I like this, and I still do. I still, liked the feel of like the frame. But just to me, it just felt like not as premium as like the iPhone 10. Let me pull out the iPhone 10 right now. I just felt like, I had a 128 gigabyte model, and like just for the price, I didn't buy it outright. That'd be kind of ridiculous. I didn't buy it outright, but still, like, for the price, it just, I don't know, I felt like it just wasn't worth paying off. And at that time, I had the Pixel 2 XL, so I definitely was going to send it back. And this was only a few days ago. At that time, I had the Pixel 2 XL, so I was going to send it back because it was like no need, and having the Pixel 3 XL and the Pixel 2 XL when it's like, I mean, you got a few software changes with Android 9 Pie. You had a few added features like that call thing, but I just felt like it wasn't enough for the upgrade. It's like you buy a phone. I mean, phones these days are very expensive. You buy a phone and it's not really, like, besides the display, number one thing about that Pixel 3 XL that caught me was the display. Like, besides the notch, the color accuracy, just everything, the screen was gorgeous. And supposedly they're using Samsung panels. So that was just like an A+ in my book, because it was like next to the iPhone XS, pretty identical from what I was seeing. But at the same time, I had the Pixel 2 XL, and the screen was, I think I got like a better build. Don't know what OLED they were using, if they transitioned between Samsung and LG, or maybe it was an LG panel. But the Pixel 2 XL I had like an identical screen to the Pixel 3 XL. So right there, comparing them side by side, I didn't see much of a difference. Pixel 3 XL obviously must have been slightly better compared to the Pixel 2 XL I had, but it still was like very little difference when you had them side by side. And I had plans on keeping the Pixel 2 XL and sending back the Pixel 3 XL, and then like I'd be like, let me just see. This is the latest and greatest Snapdragon 845, latest GPU and camera sensors, and just what an upgraded device supposed to have for the year 2018. So I was like, it'd be better out just to keep the Pixel 3 XL. So I sold the Pixel 2 XL, but just days passed, and I had the iPhone XS Max as my daily driver. And don't get me wrong, like I said, I'm an Android guy. I love Android software. I love what you can do on there, the customization, just more features. It's more like a computer than what iOS is. But lately, Apple has just been phenomenal. Not phenomenal, but really great with features, I guess. And just iPhones, I was just talking about this with somebody else the other day. Apple's just, it's probably number one when it comes to quality. When it comes to quality, and obviously the apps are better on iOS. They just are better because developers don't want to spend the time to do it for Android. And I understand there's different Androids out there, but at least do it for at least update the high-end smartphones like the Pixel, the Samsung. At least like bring that to the iPhone quality. But anyway, just the build quality. I just felt like this phone starting is $1099, and no, I didn't buy this outright. but I can justify the $10.99 price or $11.49 price because the build quality feels like how it should be. The Pixel, I didn't feel like it was worth $9.99. It was, to me, worth $6.99 with tax included. And I know a lot of you probably may feel different about that, but it's just a lot of other things too. Last year, the Pixel 2 XL got released, which the same thing is going on this year, but bad audio that was fixed on the software update. The display issues, some mic issues. I think it was for the Pixel 2 regular was like the earpiece issue. And these new products, the Pixel 3, Pixel 3 XL this year, obviously is an improvement because Google's not dumb. They're not gonna mess up again. Got some slight mess ups, but still there should be, like, you would think after a year, or a company like Google and Apple, that's what comes to my mind. Top 2 companies, or within the top 5 companies, Google, Apple. A company like Google, there should be like very little mistakes. So it was just disappointing. It was just disappointing. The notch, at first, obviously everybody's reactions was that notch is hideous. The notch was bad. I seen that person at Best Buy. I'm like, this isn't that bad, and it's not that bad. You can even disable it, but then using it like as my daily, it was starting to bother me a little bit. Just because, like, compared to the iPhone right here, the Pixel's notch was, yes, more narrow. iPhone's a little bit more wider, but it was because, like, it was more narrow, which made a chunky display, chunky ears, and the notch was just like cutting more into the screen, so it would just cut like Samsung made a comment, you could land a plane on it. And I got to thinking about it. I'm like, dang, you really could land a plane on this thing. You're just going too much into the screen, to your screen real estate. So that was kind of a fail. But obviously, the people who's going to stand by Google are going to maybe disagree or still support them. And I support Google. Like I said, the Pixel does fantastic cameras. You get stock Android, which I don't know now, like having like the Galaxy S9 before, the Galaxy S8, I actually like that Samsung experience. And like somebody else said, I forgot what YouTube, what video I was looking at, but like somebody else said, like now Android phones are just up there with iPhones. So like before, people wanted to stock Android because of the lag, but now there isn't any lag, and so we all want those features now, and especially when you're paying $9.99, $8.99, $7.99 for a phone, you're gonna want those extra features that Samsung offers, which is why I feel like for the price $9.99, the Note 9 is justifiable. Like out of any other phones, I feel like the Note 9 is worth paying $1,000 for because of all those features that Samsung do. So yeah, other than that, like I hope next year Google just nails it, because yes, I want to buy a Pixel again, and I might even buy the Pixel 3 again when the price gets lower or I find it cheaper somewhere. I'm not paying that amount of money over time for that phone. It's just not going to happen. And knowing Google, their phone is still going to be the same price. Maybe probably have specials for a limited amount of time. But knowing Google, the price is going to be what it is right now for a year. Because the Pixel 2 XL was. And that was having worse problems than what we have right now. So, disappointing. But right now, I'm just going to rock it out with the iPhone, I guess. Because the iMessage, FaceTime, better quality apps. Yes, it's boring, to an extent, but recently I was actually using that portrait mode with the different lighting effects, and that stage lighting is just like, I don't know, it's just very cool to me how it's all black in the background. So right now, for my taste, Apple's offering a pretty good experience. Yeah, so I just hope better for Google in the future. But this is Most Verified Phones. Catch me on the next one. Peace.